Close enough for the present. Good evening, everyone. Introducing peaceful protester Wade Kelly.
Thank you, Ethan Hyatt. Hello, Ethan. You were going to come and talk about that a little bit? And welcome to my TV show on the YouTube network with a potential audience of over 2 billion people. Coming to you live from the 3rd Street Promenade in Santa Monica, where I am peacefully protesting and advocating for the homeless here in Santa Monica. Ethan, did you want to come and talk about that? Come on over. And advocating for the homeless and standing up for their human rights for everybody here. And Ethan had a newspaper out and he was talking about something, so I thought I'd let him share it with you.
Okay, this was in the Santa Monica Daily Press today. It states that they want to build housing where parking structure number 3 is to be, and it's supposed to start construction in 2027 and not be done until 2029. But could they just push back a little further? It should have been under construction already. I wonder when they're actually going to build this thing. We'll just have to wait and see.
That's right. Thank you, Ethan.
Yes.
Thank you, Ethan Hyatt. That's right. So they tore down this parking structure over here about, is it 3 years now since they tore it down? And they've been talking about building affordable housing over there since 2018 because it was a parking structure that needed $4 million or more of work just to remain a parking structure. And everybody knows Santa Monica's got plenty of parking structures. You come here and you put your car in one of the parking structures, you can't tell it apart from most of the other parking structures. But anyway, they tore down this parking structure over on 4th in Arizona here in Santa Monica. And the business owners here, I was at the city council meeting tonight. I spoke and thanked the city council for getting rid of the law on that criminalized sleeping bags and bedrolls for homeless human beings. I thanked them. And I saw John Alley there. John Alley is the one who owns He's the one responsible for the sign Santa Methica. Santa Methica. He's trying to tell everybody that Santa Monica is a very unsafe city, and blaming everything on former city manager David White, who is now in Berkeley. But anyway, I saw him there at the city council meeting, and we kind of met. But I should have said it's nice to meet you. I like to be civil with people, but he's met me before when he spoke to me through his speakers here on his building. He said, "Don't you have a home to go home to?" And I said, "This is my home, right here with all these people that don't have a place to live." And anyway, the business owners here on the promenade sued the city for trying to build affordable housing in that torn down parking structure. That's right. They tried to sue the city so that the city couldn't let homeless people and poor people live next to this public promenade. They said, "We don't need any more poor people around here. We only want rich people to live near our businesses." They want to turn this into a Rodeo Drive or to the Grove or to Disneyland, but this is a public promenade, and let me remind you, if you are homeless and you are on this public promenade, you have the same rights as the richest person in the whole wide world. That's right. Even though they'll take these chairs and lock them up later, the ones that they have now, you know, they got rid of all the permanent seating on promenade because they didn't want to see homeless people sleeping late at night on their benches and other chairs and stuff. So they got rid of all the permanent seating, and they tried a few different things, and now they have these chairs They,
That they lock up every night.
they have those wooden chairs or some kind of wood, some kind of fake wood probably. But they have these chairs and they lock them up every night. And they lock them up so that nobody can sit on them because they don't want to see homeless people getting comfortable here, even when business hours are over. And that's why they have this security force that they have that make sure that they contact the homeless person wherever they are on the promenade and bother them. That's why you don't see too many homeless people on the promenade anymore. Some people say that's a good thing. I say no. If you want to see less homeless people on your promenade, then build more affordable housing. Build housing for the homeless. And that's something that Santa Monica just drags its feet about. Drags its feet about building any affordable housing. That's why they have so many people that work in Santa Monica that can't afford to live in Santa Monica. I was there at the city council meeting tonight, and they had the bus drivers and employees of the Big Blue Bus, Santa Monica's bus system, and they would like some more money, and I can understand that. And one of the drivers said, you know, most of the people who work here have to drive 40 and 50 miles to get to their jobs here in Santa Monica because they can't afford to live in Santa Monica. That's what the Big Blue Bus driver said. And, you know, we need people that do these jobs. We need people that work in these stores and these restaurants. We need them to be able to be part of Santa Monica's democracy, because if you only have business owners and homeowners voting in your city, that's a bit of an oligarchy. A lot of people have been talking about oligarchy with Trump in office. Well, if you only have business owners and homeowners voting in your city, that's an oligarchy. So many of these people that work in these different businesses around Santa Monica, and people who work as firefighters and police officers and work in the libraries and teachers and all sorts of first responders, they can't afford to live in Santa Monica. So we need to build more affordable housing. And that's why we need to keep speaking up and telling, how you doing, Bo? Good to see you. And telling them, get to work on the building of this, the housing. Now, this parking structure over there that they will start supposedly building on in 2027, that sounds like 2027, they want to have it done by 2029. See, the thing is, the housing elements, the plan that they gave the state of California back in 2022, said that they would build 4,500 low-income, below-market housing units in Santa Monica. So they want to try to get some in under the wire, but they probably won't do it, and they're way behind. I would doubt that they've built 200 of those 4,500 units since 2022, but we'll see. I'm trying to get the information. That's another thing I did today. I stopped by Santa Monica Housing Authority, and the Housing Authority don't have too much knowledge about the housing in Santa Monica. They can't tell me how many low-income housing units have been built since 2022 in Santa Monica. Hopefully they will get me that information so I can speak about it further. But I did congratulate the City Council for getting rid of the law that criminalized sleeping bags and bedrolls in Santa Monica for homeless human beings. That is a step, a small step in the right direction towards human rights. And I want to applaud them for that. I know many of the business owners and many people in the community didn't want them to even do that. They didn't want them to, most of the people here in Santa Monica, or a good number, just want to criminalize homelessness. That's right. They want to get these homeless people off of their streets and put them wherever they will be that they won't be around, whether it's in jail or in some shelter on the other side of Kalamazoo, or if it's some detention center or some kind of facility for people with mental disabilities or substance abuse. They just want to get them out of Santa Monica. That's why they don't have any programs here in Santa Monica and very few shelter beds, because Santa Monica just wants to get the poor people and the homeless people out of here so they can have a good time with their beach, making money off of their tourists. Well, we got 800 miles of public beaches here in California, and they belong to all of us. And Santa Monica, you've done a very good job of making a lot of money off of our public beaches, and we need to make sure that we let our public use these public beaches. We need to make sure that our public has better access to our public beaches, so not everything costs an arm and a leg just to go and enjoy the beach or enjoy the coast here. And if things keep getting hotter, as the climate scientists say, we're going to have more people move near the beach for clean air and for a temperate climate and to be near water. We need more desalination plants too, right? Ain't got no money, ain't got no honey, ain't got no runny nose. I got some shoes on my feet so I can run down the street. Don't need no funny clothes. I got that wind in my hair, I got a life without care. I got Juliet and mama gonna rock and roll. Ain't got no worries, ain't got no hurries, ain't got no blurry eyes. I got the sun in my face, I got some wide open space. Don't need no alibis. I got that wind in my hair, I got a life without care. I got Juliet and mama gonna rock and roll. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ain't got no seasons, don't have no reason to need no freezing rain. I got the surf and the sand, my rock and roll one-man band. Don't ride no gravy train. I got that wind in my hair, I got a life without care. I got Juliet and mama gonna rock and roll. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo, woo-hoo. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo, hey, hey. Ain't got no money, ain't got no honey, ain't got no runny nose. I got some shoes on my feet so I can run down the street. Don't need no funny clothes. I got that wind in my hair, I got a life without care. I got Juliet and mama gonna, Juliet and mama gonna, Juliet and mama gonna rock and roll, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, hey! That's right. We got 800 miles of public beaches here in California, and we need to stand up for the rights of everybody to access our public beaches. There's no reason for 70% of the people that live on our public beaches or near our public beaches, 70% are rich white people. There's no reason for that. We need to keep integrating our society, keep making sure that everybody can have a good life in this richest, most powerful country in the whole wide world. In this fifth largest economy, California, in this very wealthy city of Santa Monica. That's right, Santa Monica, you got to step up. You have the same population, basically the same population. You might have grown by less than 2,000 since 1970. That's right. In 1970, the population of Santa Monica was 88,000. Today, 54 years later, in 2025, the population of Santa Monica is somewhere between 89 and 90,000, depending on which AI you get information from. But that definitely means that while the rest of California grew by 20 million people, that's right, over that 54 years, the rest of California grew in the last 54 years, the rest of California grew by 20 million people, and Santa Monica grew by less than 2,000. So these people that say Santa Monica's done too much to help the homeless, no, I don't think so. I don't think you've built enough affordable housing here. There's a reason that it costs so much to live in Santa Monica, because you keep pushing the poor people out. And when you push the poor people out, you push out people of color, because we haven't reached an equality yet in this country. So when you're pushing out a lot of poor people, you're going to push out a lot of people of color. And we know that these cities along the coast were built by pushing out people of color for many generations. So we have to turn things around. We got to keep working on integrating. I know some people don't want to talk about racism. Oh, we've already fixed the racial divide in this country. There aren't any race problems in this country. That's what some people say. Well, no, I'm sorry, you're wrong. It's still 10 times more likely for a young black man to go to prison than a young white man in California. And it's many times more likely for a young Mexican-American Latino man to go to prison than a young white man in California. And we have to change that. We have to make sure that everybody can have the basics and that everybody can have a good public education. We need to spend more money on education, spend less money on incarceration, spend more money on education, spend less money on incarceration, spend more money on education, spend less money on incarceration. Woo! That's right, we spend about $105,000 on each incarcerated person. Over $105,000 on each incarcerated person per year. And we spend about $18,000 on each public school student. $18,000 or so on each public school student, and over $105,000 on each incarcerated person. That's just a shame. We need to spend more money on education, so we spend less money on incarceration. Spend more money on education, spend less money on incarceration. That's right, we can do it. California, we're the 5th largest economy in the whole wide world. We need to spend more money on those low-income area schools, because some of our schools here in California are doing just fine. And in the rich neighborhoods, you bet they're having a good education. But those low-income area schools need more funding. They need more services. We need to keep spending money on services and salaries for teachers and such in the poor income area schools until the rich people want to send their kids to those schools. That's right. We can do better. We gotta lift up those who are in need, because we've done a very good job of being kind to the greedy. We have to do a better job of being kind to the needy. Oh, I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather sit around in my underwear than screw the poor and pollute the air. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather live outside in the open air than try to keep sick people from getting health care. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. Ah, mama, I don't want to make you sad. Ah, mama, but being poor just ain't that bad. No, it ain't. Ah, mama, I don't want to make you cry. Ah, mama, rich or poor, we're all gonna die. Wait. Yeah, it's happened. It'll happen, I'm sure, sometime. Hopefully not tonight, you know. Well, I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. I'd rather live in a box in the bottom of a ditch than be some stealing, cheating, lying son of a bitch. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. I'd rather walk around without a stitch than be some democracy overthrowing son of a bitch. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. Oh, mama, I don't want to make you sad. Oh, mama, but being poor just ain't that bad. No, it ain't. Oh, mama, I don't want to make you cry. Oh, mama, rich or poor, we're all gonna say goodbye someday. Hopefully not tonight. Let's put it off a little while if we can help it. Now, I don't want you to think that I think all billionaires are evil. Bloodsuckers. Some of them are just sick. They're like hoarders or alcoholics or drug addicts. They get a little bit of money and they just got to get more and more and more and more and more. More and more and more and more and more and more. Thank you, Ethan Hyatt. Let's look at Elon Musk. They say he's worth almost $500 billion. How did that happen? Just a lot of hard work, I guess. What? Government contracts, that's right. That's a big part of how he earned all that money. And now he wants to make sure nobody else gets those government contracts, right? Well, what we need to do, what we need to do with Elon Musk is raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody in America can have a decent place to live. That's right. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody can have a job that pays a living wage. That's right. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody can have good quality health care. That's right. How you doing, Samson? Good to see you. That's right. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies. And we'll make sure that everybody can have a good public education. That's right. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies. But we will leave Elon with 999 million and see if he can get by. Oh, I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather live outside in the open air than try to keep sick people from getting health care. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather walk around with greasy hair than sell guns and weapons everywhere. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. One more time, everybody join in. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather walk around in the Bear than see homeless people everywhere. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. Woo-hoo! And I'll keep on working at it. Hey! That's right, I've worked hard to stay poor. I have. It's been a disappointment to many, but I'm happy that I stayed poor. I'm happy that I did a lot of work for free that I loved and still was able to survive to my ripe age of 65. Yeah, and I'm gonna keep being poor till I die, and that is a vow that I think I can live up to, because I'll keep trying not to make money, and keep standing up for the right of poor people to survive in this country without making a lot of money. That's right, Anthony. How are you? Good to see you. Peace. Just a little. I went and I talked to the city council, and I thanked them for getting rid of the law that criminalizes sleeping bags and bedrolls in Santa Monica. That's a step in the right direction. And we've got to keep stepping in the right direction, and maybe we'll actually get somewhere. And we need to stand up against big business, and we need to stand up for the rights of poor human beings to survive in this country. Because, you know, there are a lot of poor human beings in this country, and a lot more than rich human beings. And the rich human beings we're treating them just fine. There's no problem with that. How you doing today? Just fine? Good to hear. I got a little warm there. Lucius, how are you? Good to see you. I'm doing all right. I went and I spoke at the city council meeting just briefly, a couple of minutes. I thanked them for getting rid of that law that criminalizes sleeping bags and bedrolls. So we're moving in a better direction. And I admonished them to keep moving forward, to keep standing up for human rights. Because, you know, California is the 5th largest economy in the world. It doesn't need the federal government for California to make changes, positive change. We don't need the federal government to make sure that we build more affordable housing right here in California. We can raise taxes on the rich right here. Raise taxes on the rich, raise taxes on the rich, raise taxes on the rich, raise taxes on the rich. Oh, people say, wait, if you raise taxes on all the rich in California, they're gonna move to Texas. And I say, bye-bye. If you don't believe that human beings should have the basics in the 5th largest economy in the whole wide world, where we have the most billionaires and where we have many corporations and everybody's doing fine except the poor people, then go ahead and move to Texas like Elon Musk did. Go ahead and move to Texas and take advantage of their poor. We need to treat our poor more humanely. We need to treat our homeless more humanely. We need to keep building affordable housing and make sure that we're working towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity here in the United States of America. That's why when Trump says he's going to give a gold card to people who want to shell out $5 million and they can fast track, they can jump to the head of the line for citizenship, that is wrong. That's just giving people an entitlement, making them feel like they're different than the rest of the people who live here. We all have the same rights in this country, and we need to stand up for human rights, and we need to make sure that the new people who come into this country believe or will stand up for the same human rights that we all should. Because the beginning of our Constitution says, we the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union. You know, there were some people who said, it's perfect just the way it is. Let's just leave everything. You know, they liked having all the power and they liked owning people and they liked having all the property. But we said we're going to work towards a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution. So they were talking about making things better. They were not talking about settling for rich people having all the power and letting the poor people go without a voice in our democracy. No, because we had just finished coming under a rule by a monarchist, a king, and not having any rights. So we were trying to make sure that everybody could have more rights. And sure, in the beginning, all of the rights of our Constitution only benefited the rich white guys who owned property. But since that day, there have been people working to make sure that it is more inclusive, that we are working towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity. All right, good to see you, Lucius. Peace. So we have to keep moving in that direction. Don't listen to those who say, we've already reached equality. We don't have to talk about race or any of these problems anymore because we've already reached it. No, we got to keep moving forward. We got to keep working for a better day for everybody. And you need to get out and use your voice in peaceful protest. Get out here on this public promenade and peacefully protest and stand up for the rights of everybody. It's about peace. It's about love. It's about the only thing my heart needs thinking of. It's about love. It's about peace. It's about a little bit of love and peace at least. Cause when the peace and love are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about peace. It's about love. It's about hope. It's about joy. It's about bring some home to your little girls and boys. It's about joy. It's about hope. It's about enough hope to keep them off the dope. Cause when the hope and the joy are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about joy. It's about hope. It's about you. It's about me. It's about you and me working towards equality. It's about me. It's about you. It's about saying Black Lives Matter too. Cause when you and me are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about you. It's about me. All right. Good to see you, Anthony. Peace. Se trata de paz, se trata de amor, se trata de paz y amor. Se trata de paz, se trata de amor, se trata de paz y amor. Se trata de paz y amor. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yay. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yay. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yay. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yay. Evenu shalom alechem. Evenu shalom alechem. Evenu shalom alechem. Evenu shalom, shalom, shalom alechem. It's about peace. It's about love. It's about the only thing my heart needs thinking of. It's about love. It's about peace. It's about a little bit of love and peace at least. Cause when the peace and love are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about peace. It's about love. 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 Hey, it's all about love. That's right. It's about spreading peace and love around a little better. We've done a very good job of being kind to the greedy in this country. We have to do a better job of being kind to the needy. There's no reason for rich people to be having space races while poor people are sleeping in the streets. There's no reason for these robots to be able to loiter all day on this promenade while they're pushing all the homeless people and the poor people down the road. We need to speak up for the rights of human beings. You know, we're moving into this technological age where more and more of the jobs are going to be done by the technology, and more of the profit is going to be made by those people who own the technology. And we're going to have to figure out what's going to happen. What's going to happen to the human beings? If the robots have all the rights, what's going to happen to the human beings? Just going to push them all out in the streets, then push them all down the road, push them out into the desert, where it's going to continue to get hotter and hotter? No, we have to build some affordable housing right here. We have to build some more desalination plants. Desalination plants. All up the coast. If the case is it's going to get hotter and hotter, and we'll see. I mean, that's what most scientists believe. So if that is the truth, we're going to need more people living right next to the beaches. That's right. Better air quality, better temperature. Today, it might be in the 50s right now in Santa Monica. Over in the valley, I'm sure it was at least 20 degrees hotter than it was over here in Santa Monica today. I hear there was a 40-degree difference between the coast here in Santa Monica and Palm Springs. So it was somewhere in the 50s or 60s and around 100 in Palm Springs. So that's what we have. And I like the heat. I like hot weather. Usually the beach is too cold for me. But I like being at the beach too. So I'd like the hot weather and the nice beach. But it'll be summertime soon here. So some other things that happened in this Santa Monica City Council meeting tonight. They were talking about raising the amount that an individual could spend on their campaign. That's right. Here, the Santa Monica City Council wants to be able to spend more individually on their campaign, because these independent entities start raising money, and as the Supreme Court said in Citizens United, they said that money is speech. So the more money people spend on elections, that's part of their free speech. So you got all these independent groups putting a lot of money into these small races. I ran for Santa Monica City Council this last year, and I spent zero money on my campaign because I wasn't going to do it. I was only going to give whatever was donated to the homeless. But of course, my campaign didn't take off all that well compared to others. But they spent over $500,000 on that campaign, on a city council campaign here in Santa Monica. And most of that money came from these independent expenditures, independent groups that raised money because they wanted certain people to get in office. It's a rough thing. I'd rather see, I'd like to see very little money be spent on these campaigns, but that's going to take a law by Congress to overturn that Citizens United ruling. So we can always vote against the people who are raising a lot of money. We can vote against billionaires putting money behind a candidate, or billionaires putting money into a PAC or something like that. We can vote against who those PACs pick. The PACs pick. The picks that the PACs make. The PACs make the pick, and then you can vote against the pick that the PACs make. Anyway, something like that. Let me see what else. They were talking about the Tongva people here in Santa Monica. This used to be Tongva land, and they were making a city council proclamation about the land of the Tongva and how we should do better things with it. You want to do better things with the land that the Tongva had taken from them? Then make sure that you can house poor people and that you can treat people with humanely, and you want that you can use that land to make sure that families can grow without being worried about being thrown out into the street if they don't have enough money. I was talking with a young man the other day I played basketball with, and he said he had to skip school that day because they had to move their trailer. He had to help his mom move their trailer. That's a sad situation right here in Santa Monica. And then a city employee that I was talking to yesterday, he had the van that he was living in. He works a full-time job here, picking up garbage and cleaning up for the city. and he was living in his van, and he had his van taken away, and now he has to live back on the beach and do the best he can about being able to live outdoors without being pushed down the road or without being violated in some way. You know, these people that live on the streets, their life expectancy is much lower than people who live in housing. Go figure. Just recently, last month, there was a woman killed on the beach, and took quite a while for them to figure out who she was. Her name was Tiana Thomas, and she was beaten to death on the beach. And I'm sorry to say that, but that happens to homeless people. A lot of homeless people are killed, and we need to make sure that we can lift them out of these situations. We should have safe places. Since we don't have enough housing or enough shelter, we should have safe places for these homeless people to go. Maybe block off part of the beach, maybe block off some land somewhere. They're shutting down that airport in 2028. I sure hope they build some affordable housing over there. But there are properties that we could block off and make sure that they are secure, and that we have 24-hour restrooms for homeless people and different necessities for these people going through homelessness until we get through this housing crisis. It's a housing crisis here in California. That's why we have the most homeless people of anywhere in the country, between here and New York. And so we need to make sure that we're making things easier for these people until we build enough affordable housing, or until we repurpose enough housing. We need to raise taxes on every vacant building. We need to raise taxes on every unit used for tourism and for profit and for speculation. These are things that can be done here in the city and the county and the state. So we don't have to wait on federal government to get these things done. Raise taxes on the vacant buildings and repurpose vacant buildings and build affordable housing. See the people living in the street, ain't got no money, ain't much to eat. They're not too proud to take your crust of bread, just looking for some place to lay their weary heads. What's the problem that brought them here? The story's long and it isn't very clear. So many roads lead to the street, just looking for some place to lay their tired feet. I ain't saying they ain't done wrong. I ain't saying didn't help to bring it on. I'm just saying there must be somewhere they belong, and they're looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. All these homeless people living in a ditch with all these empty buildings and tax cuts for the rich. I ain't saying you have to give, but everybody has got a right to live, and they're just looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. You can sweep them out your doorway, tear down their tents. Gonna keep on coming if you keep on raising rents. I ain't saying you have to do good, but why don't you try letting homeless people move into your neighborhood, Santa Monica? Looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. One more time, how about that? Let's call out Santa Monica to do their job. You can Sweep them out your doorway, tear down their tents. Gonna keep on coming if you keep on raising rents. I ain't saying you have to do good, but why don't you try letting homeless people move into your neighborhood, Santa Monica? Looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. Don't need your swimming pool, don't need your king-size bed. Just looking for somewhere to lay their weary head. Hey, hey. That's right. They're looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads, and we can help them. We can make sure that everybody can have a decent place to live in this richest, most powerful country in the world. That ain't so much to ask. No, it ain't. I mean, the rich people are doing better than they've ever done in this country. And now we have people in power that want to sell citizenship for $5 million a ticket. Step up and buy, get your gold card today. Step right into the USA. No need to stand in line. $5 million will do just fine. Forget you're tired, forget you're poor. Just send your rich through our front door. We don't care about human rights when making money is in our sights. And you can use your cryptocurrencies. Get your gold card today. Step right into the US of A. That's right. They want to sell citizenship for $5 million. That's right. Step right up. You get in the front of the line. We'll let you in the front of the line. We don't care if maybe the poor people in your country got tired of you pushing them around. Come here. We'll let you take advantage of our poor people. That's what they say. We don't need people like that in our country. We need more people who believe in human rights, equal opportunity, health care for all, housing the homeless, common sense gun laws. Now, we can debate some of these things, but we need to stand up for human rights and stand up against people being used for their labor and not being given their rights. We have to stand up and say, wait, this has been going on for generations. You can't just throw everybody out who's been doing the work. And we need to stand up for their rights and make sure that we bring everybody in who's been here for generations and make sure that we can make it easier for people to be citizens who have been here for a long time. For too long, we had quotas against countries. You know, some countries, we had more people come in than the quota for their country because we used them for their labors during picking season and planting season and busy seasons of all sorts. And we used them for their labors, and then when the labor was over, we wanted to send them back to their country without giving them their rights. And we can't do that. We don't want a country of rulers and servants. We want a country where everybody has the same rights. So we got to keep working towards that. Because we ain't got there yet. Let me tell you. Let me see what else they talked about in the Santa Monica City Council meeting. They talked about trying to save the Civic Center. That's right. Some people want to save the Civic Center over there by City Hall down there. At one time, they used it, I think one year they used it for the Academy Awards right here in Santa Monica, back in the 60s or 70s maybe. And now they want to fix it up so they have a nice fancy Civic Center to put on shows and have concerts and everything. Well, I think that's great. Why don't you use that Civic Center and get a bunch of homeless people and have them live there and put on productions? How about that? Try something like that. Maybe you'll help people have a thing to do, and also you'll have a place to go and watch plays. Everybody can get behind it. instead of just having a building for the rich people to enjoy. Find ways for the poor people of your community to be able to take advantage of those city resources. Because we've done a very good job of being kind to the greedy. We have to do a better job of being kind to the needy. We're living in California, the land of peace and love. Living in California, place the whole world's dreaming of. Living in California, everything's mostly okay. Living in California, another beautiful sunshine day. A little foggy here, misty here, but it's beautiful in Santa Monica. Don't let the Trump get you in a slump. We'll get rid of his hump. We're gonna be all right. Let's keep working on it, but keep working on making things better right here in Santa Monica. We can do it. We're in the land of surf and sand, movie stars, electric cars, and it's a beautiful Santa Monica night. We're living in California with people of all kinds. Living in California, sure I'll get a little bit out of our minds. Ooh, living in California, things could be a whole lot worse. Living in California, rest of the country's moving in reverse. Ooh, living in California, everything's mostly alright. Living in California, having fun on the promenade tonight. Ooh. Now don't get me wrong, we got a lot of great things going on here in California. But everybody knows there's some things we need to be working on. In California, we need to show that progressive government can make a difference in people's lives. That progressive government can lift people out of poverty and make things better for human beings. You know, so many people say we can't do anything because Trump's in control. We can't fight against that. California is the 5th largest economy in the whole wide world. We don't need the federal government to get some things done. We need to spend more money on public education and spend less money on incarceration. Spend more money on education, spend less money on incarceration. Hello, Lisa, good to see you, peace. Hi, Victoria, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. You have a great night, peace. Spend more money on education, spend less money on incarceration. Spend more money on education, spend less money on incarceration. That's right. California, we can do that. We can show that government can make a difference in people's lives, and that's what we need to do right now. If you want to have a choice in the future, then we need to show that government can lift people out of poverty, can lift poor kids up and give them a good public education. Are things getting better? How you doing? Did all right last night? Any things are going all right? Keep moving forward. I'm thinking of you, and I hope, let me know if there's anything I can do to help. I don't know. You still over at the Y some?
Yes.
Yeah. It's a good thing to have over there, you know. Okay. Well, you keep doing the best you can. It's good to see you. Have a good night, Devin. So we have to show California that we can make a difference in people's lives, that we can help lift people out of poverty, that progressive government can work. Liberal democratic government can work. So far, we're not doing that. We need to build affordable housing. We gave that two-faced governor of ours $24 billion to build affordable housing. Where's the housing? We have over 180,000 homeless human beings in California, and we have the most billionaires of any state in the whole country. We need to Raise taxes on the rich, raise taxes on the rich, raise taxes on the rich, raise taxes on the rich. You say, well, then they're all going to leave California. I say, goodbye. You want to go to Texas? Go ahead. Take advantage of their poor. We need rich people here who want to make sure that everybody can have a decent life in California, and not just the rich people. We need to make sure that everybody can have a living wage in California. And when I say living wage, a wage that means they will be able to afford a place to live. We have people spending, on average, more than 50% of their income on housing, those that do have a place to live here in Los Angeles County. We need to keep doing better, California. And that's why I want you to tell your leaders right where you are, wherever you are around California or around the whole country, we have to do better by our poor people. We have to stand up and make sure that everybody can have a decent life in this richest, most powerful country in the world. We're living in California, the land of peace and love. Living in California, place the whole world's dreaming of. Living in California, everything's mostly okay. Living in California, another beautiful sunshine day, mostly sunny, partly cloudy. Living in California, everything's alright. Living in California, having fun on the promenade tonight. Woo! Living in California, the place the whole world's dreaming of. Living in California, go out and spread some peace and love. Hey, 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 hey. Hey. That's right. So we got to keep working towards a better day right here in California. We can do it. We're the fifth largest economy in the whole wide world. We don't have to wait on anybody. And we'll spread the love. If I sing a love song, asleep in my bed, will you be the tune that runs through my head? And if I cry an ocean of tears from my eyes, will you lift up your head and save me with your lullabies? Carry my sorrows, carry my joys, fill my tomorrows, keep me from noise. Tomorrow, without any word, will you understand the voice that I heard? And if I'm not returning for years till I die, will you lift up my head and save me with your lullabies? Carry my sorrows, carry my joys, fill my tomorrows, keep me from I love you, hums the April breeze. I love you, echo the hills. I love you, the golden dawn agrees, as once more she sees daffodils. It's spring again, and birds on the wing again start to sing again the old melody. I love you is the song of songs, and it all belongs to you and me. I love you, hums the April breeze. I love you, echo the hills. I love you, the golden dawn agrees, as once more she sees daffodils. It's spring again, and birds on the wing again start to sing again the old melody. I love you is the song of songs, and it all belongs to you and me. Yes, it all belongs to you and me. Solamente una vez amé en la vida, solamente una vez y nada más. Una vez nada más en mi huerto brilló la esperanza. La esperanza que alumbre el camino de mi soledad. Una vez nada más se entrega el alma con la dulce total renunciación. Y cuando ese milagro realiza el prodigio de amarse, hay campanas de fiesta que cantan en el corazón. You belong to my heart, now and forever, and our love had its start not long ago. We were gathering stars while a million guitars played our love song. when I said I love you, every beat of my heart said it too. 'Twas a moment like this, do you remember? And your eyes through a kiss when they met mine. Now we own all the stars and a million guitars are still playing. Darling, you are the song and you'll always belong to my heart. Y cuando ese milagro realiza el prodigio de Marseille, hay campanas de fiesta que cantan en el corazón. Excuse me. That one chokes me up. Chokes me up a little bit. I love it when I'm near you and I hear you speak my name softly in my ear. You breathe a flame. Love it when we're dancing, keep on glancing in my eyes till love's own entrancing music dies. All of my future is in you. Hey, thank you, peace. You're every plan I design. Say that you'll always continue to be mine. Lover, please be tender when your tender fears depart. Lover, I surrender to my heart. Lover, when we're dancing, keep on glancing in my eyes till love's unentrancing music dies. They say the devil is in you, and to resist you I try. But if you didn't continue, I would die. Lover, please be tender when your tender fears depart. Lover, I surrender to my heart. Oh, when marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me, make me sway. Like the lazy ocean hugs the shore, hold me close, sway me more. Like a violin bending in the breeze, bend with me, sway with ease. When we dance you have a way with me, stay with me, sway with me. Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have the magic technique. When we sway, I grow weak. I can hear the sound of violins long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have that magic technique. When we sway, I grow weak. I can hear the sound of violins long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. Sway me now. Sway me now. Sway She was just 39, same age as mine, and the way she looked was way beyond compare. Well, I'll never dance with another. Ooh, and I saw her standing there. Thank you, peace. I'll be sharing that with the homeless. Good to see you, Jerry, right? Yeah. Wade, yeah. I ran for. Thank you very much. Good to see you, Jerry. Peace. Oh, she looked at me, and I could see that before too long I'd fall in love with her. And I'll never dance with another. Ooh, and I saw her standing there. Well, my heart went boom when I crossed that room, and I held her hand in mine. Well, we danced through the night, and we held each other tight, and before too long I fall in love with her. Well, I'll never dance with another. Ooh, and I saw her standing there. Well, my heart went boom when I crossed that room, and I held her hand in mine. Well, we danced through the night, and we held each other tight, and before too long I'd fall in love with her. Well, I'll never dance with another. Ooh, when I saw her standing there. When I saw her standing there. When I saw her standing there. Woo! Para bailar la bamba se necesita un poco de gracia, un poco de gracia para mi partida. Arriba, arriba, ay, arriba, arriba, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Bamba, 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 bamba. No soy marinero, no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán. Bamba, 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 bamba. Para bailar la bamba se necesita un poco de gracia, un poco de gracia para mi partida. Arriba, arriba. Ay, arriba, arriba, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Bamba, 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 bamba. I'll shake it up, baby, twist and shout. Come on, baby, work it on out. I twist so good, I twist so fine. Come on and twist a little closer, baby, and let me know that you mean. Para bailar la bamba se necesita un poco de gracia, un poco de gracia para mi partida. Arriba, arriba, ay, arriba, arriba, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Bamba, 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 bamba. Huh? Huh? How you doing, Lucius?
Good, good.
Getting by all right?
Yeah, he's good.
You need anything?
No, good.
All right. It's a nice night, just a little chilly.
Yeah.
Not bad. A little, feel a little spritz on me now and again. A little moisture in the air here.
Mike was going in there to go to the bathroom, right? And says on the sign that the bathroom doesn't close till 10 o'clock, but it was 9:45, and he was already closing the bathroom. That was really mean.
I'm sorry to hear that. They're closing the bathrooms early on people. Some of these homeless people need a bathroom to go
I
to,
know.
and they close them early.
Yeah, that's what it says on the sign clearly. 10 o'clock p.m. is the closing.
It says 10 o'clock is the closing time, and
he's
they
already-
close it at 1:45, huh?
He's already shutting the gate at 9:45.
Mm-mm-mm.
That's
And people
really mean.
depend on that, because we don't have a lot of,
Bathrooms are.
public restrooms in
Yeah.
Santa Monica that are open.
I know. That's
Sorry to hear that.
That guy at Bell, he closes the bathroom.
Are you getting ready to head on?
Pretty soon, yeah. It's 10 o'clock.
Well, I'm just gonna do a few more. Anything else you want to tell people about, or?
No, they just need to.
You have a good night, sir.
You too, Lucius. Good to see you. Peace.
I guess they've decided to start closing bathrooms earlier than what it says on the sign.
Yeah,
That's misleading.
that is misleading. That's
If
not.
it's
that's
gonna
not
be,
right.
they need to change it to 9:45 then, I guess.
Yeah, they
Jeez.
should.
That doesn't make sense.
Proof in advertising, right?
Yeah.
Truth in advertising, huh?
Truth in advertising. Yeah. They really they mistreat the
Yeah, that's right. And
homeless
they
so
figure
bad. They really
they
do.
figure mostly homeless people use the bathroom at this time of night there,
know.
the public
They
restrooms,
need a
and so they
bathroom.
don't have to worry about it. And
I know.
that's terrible.
It is. I don't like that.
Yeah, these homeless people have to suffer a lot of things, and
Yeah.
the cities and government everywhere should make it easier for them during this homelessness crisis. We got to do better. You can play the game, you can act out the part, though you know it wasn't written for you. But tell me, how can you stand there with your broken heart, ashamed of playing the fool? Thank you, peace. I'll be sharing that with the homeless. Thank you. One thing leads to another. It doesn't take any sacrifice. Oh, father and mother, thank you, peace. Sister and brother, if it feels nice, don't think twice. Better to shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be just fine if you only will. What I want to do for you is shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be much better if you only will. You can run, but you cannot hide. This is widely known. And tell me what you're gonna do with your foolish pride when you're by yourself all alone. Once you tell somebody the way you feel, you can feel it beginning to ease. I think it's true what they say about the squeaky wheel, always getting the grease. Better to shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be just fine if you only will. What I want to say to you is shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be much better if you only will. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be alright if you only will. Thank you, peace. You have a great night. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. it's very clear. Our love is here to stay. Not for a year, but ever and a day. The radio and the telephone and the movies that we know may just be passing fancies, and in time may go. But oh my dear, our love is here to stay. Together we're going a long, long way. In time the Rockies may crumble, Gibraltar may tumble, they're only made of clay. But our love is here to stay. It's very clear, our love is here to stay. Thank you, peace. Together we're going a long, long way. The radio and the telephone and the movies that we know may just be passing fancies, and in time may go. But oh my dear, our love is here to stay. Together we're going a long, long way. In time the Rockies may crumble, Gibraltar may tumble, they're only made of clay. But our love is here. It's very clear, our love is here to stay. Well, it's been a pretty good night. How you doing tonight, David? Everything's going well? All right, good to hear. You know, we do the best we can, and then you gotta dance a little bit, sing a little bit, and laugh a little bit. Excuse me if I don't take it seriously. I thought there was a party going on, and there was dancing and singing and ringing the bells and lovers rolling around on the lawn. But then I woke up, and what did I see? A bunch of sad sack faces all staring at me, saying, "Get to work, boy. Ain't nothing for free. Hey, where's my party going on?" Excuse me if I don't take it seriously. I thought there was a party right around here, and there was jumping and bumping and playing guitars and people drinking lots of beer. And then I came to, what did I see? A bunch of sad sack faces all staring at me, saying, "We ain't having no fun, boy. Why should you be? Hey, where's my party going on?" Sometimes I think maybe they're alright. I should work all day and sleep all night, but I get so tired right around the morning light. Excuse me if I don't take it seriously. I thought there was a party going on, and there was laughing and acting the fool and everybody dancing till dawn. And then a bright light flashed, and what did I see? A big old dude with a badge shining his light down on me, saying, "The party's over, boy, someplace you want to be. Hey, where's my party going on?" Sometimes I think maybe they're alright. I should work all day and sleep all night, but I get so tired right around the morning light. Excuse me if I don't take it seriously. I thought there was a party going on, and there was dancing and singing and ringing the bells and everybody going till dawn. But then I walked through the fog, and what did I see? A big old bony fingered dude pointing down at me, saying, "The party's over, boy, now time to come with me. Hey, where's my party going on? I said the party's over now, time to come with me. Hey, where's my party going on? I said the party's over now, time to come with me. Hey, where's my party going on? Woo! That's right, got to keep enjoying the ride. Keep enjoying the ride while we're working towards a better day for everybody, working towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all, working towards good health care for everybody, good public education, housing the homeless, common sense gun laws. We can do great things in this country. They have been done before. Don't let anybody tell you different. And we need to do it right where you are. Don't wait for the federal government to change right away. Get out where you are. Make things better right where you are.
Yeah, man.
Let's build housing right here. Let's lift people out of poverty right here in Santa Monica, right here in California. We're the 5th largest economy in the world. We don't have to wait for the federal government. We can make sure that we lift people out of poverty and show that progressive government can work right here. That's what I'm talking about. We keep working towards a better day for everybody. Peace and love. That's right. We have to imagine a better day. You don't have to give up all of your beliefs. Just imagine a better day for everybody. I think what this song is about. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine how the people living for today. Ooh. Imagine there's no country. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine how the people living in the world in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Peace, how you doing? Good to see you.
Yeah. Whoa, it looks like
Christopher Foley.
Who's this guy?
Things are good? Keep working towards a better day. Spread the peace and love. We'll make a better day for everybody. Here we go. Yes. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if we can. No greed or hunger. Brotherhood and sisterhood of man. Imagine how the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will as one. Peace and love. Thank you. Woo!
Beautiful.
Thank you for stopping by.
It's her birthday.
It's her birthday.
Can you sing happy birthday?
Yes, I can.
Okay, thank you.
Can you sing it with me?
Oh, of course. Ready?
What's
Okay, got you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Angelina. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, peace. Have a great night. So on that, we'll be saying good night to all, and peace and love.
Good night, everyone. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here again on Wednesday night. Peace and love.